A long time ago, at one of the deaf schools that I went to, it was the weekend, about 5 in the afternoon, there was 5 of us who thought that we would trick our supervisor and go to the infirmary. Now, from the dorm, you had to go up a walkway with stairs, and there was an overhanging um, rain shelter so the people wouldn't get wet on the walkway. So uh, we all agreed that we would trick our supervisor into giving us a pass to go to the infirmary. Now, the 4 of us really go to the infirmary often because there was a really beautiful nurse there, and so we lied and said that we had headaches and whatnot, and we ended up getting a pass from our supervisor, and we were like, "That's awesome." So, but there was one boy who had a small little cut on his finger, and he said that it's infected, and he needs to go to the nurse, and the supervisor said, "No, it's okay, just use a Band-Aid." And after a lot of back and forth, they decided that he would give him a pass and go to so he can go to the nurse. So the 5 of them got their passes, and when they went outside, they lined up Olympic style and raced to the infirmary. So they went down the hallway and up the walkway. They came to a huge door of the infirmary and went in. Now, they did see the really hot nurse, but they were directed to another room with a bigger nurse, oversized nurse. And so they were like, "No, we don't want to see you." And then we went to get in line for water. And as we were drinking, we could see the nurse come around the corner, and it was like slow motion, like a movie star, Marilyn Monroe style. And honestly, all I could do was just look at her. She had a simple white dress on, and her eyes were blue, and her eyelashes flittered at us. And so we ran and got our spot next in line. When she gave us our medicine, I took it, and we left. Again, it was a time for the 5 of us to race the Olympic style. And again, we had to put our ass up, you know? And so as we took off, we were running down the hallway. And all of a sudden, I blacked out. And when I woke up, the 4 boys had already touched the infirmary door. And so I was like, "What happened?" I backed up. And what had happened was one boy, he saw and he was like, "Don't, you're a cheater." The other boy, he just had some snot coming out of his nose. The other boy fell or slipped and twisted his ankle sort of, and the other boy slid down a rail. I had saw some grass and decided to speed down that side of the hill. As I'm running down the hill, I passed the infirmary, and there was a window. I saw that nurse looking at me. And so as I'm running, I was fantasizing about us, and mistakenly I ran right into a pole or a tree and fell down. And that's how the other boys hit the door before me.